Everyone, and welcome back to our kitchen. I'm sorry it's been such a long time since our last video. We've been extremely busy at work, but we really appreciate all of your support and comments in the meantime. So we're back today with a fantastic recipe, and it's a Japanese barbecue sauce. It's very versatile and it's extremely delicious. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let's crack on. Start by cutting out a section from a sweet apple around 1/8 in size, peel, then grate. Next, take some ginger, peel, then grate enough for around a teaspoon. Take 1 clove of garlic, remove the skin, then grate finely into a paste. Finally, take some brown onion or shallot, then grate enough around a teaspoon. Into a saucepan, add 3 tablespoons of cooking sake, substitute with white wine if so desired, add 3 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, add 2 tablespoons of mirin, add 1 teaspoon of sugar, and add 1 teaspoon of white miso. Whisk on a high heat until the sugar has dissolved completely. Once the sauce cooks to a simmer, cook for around 1 to 2 minutes, switch off the heat, then add the grated ginger, garlic, apple, and onion. Add 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar, whisk until combined, then finally add a small handful of bonito flakes. This step is optional. Once cooled down, pass through a sieve. To complete the sauce, add a generous amount of roasted white sesame seeds. This is a 30-day aged Hereford sirloin steak. You can use any other tender cuts of beef. My personal preferences would be sirloin, ribeye, and fillet. Start by patting down the steak with some kitchen paper to remove any excess moisture. Ensure that the steak has reached room temperature before cooking. Season liberally with salt and black pepper. Into a frying pan on a medium to high heat, pour in a glug of cooking oil. Once the pan has reached a high temperature, lay the steak into the pan and press down lightly to ensure even cooking and caramelization. Turn over the steak once a decent sear has been reached, then continue to cook on the other side, depending on how rare or well done you like your steaks to be. Finally, sear the fat side until you reach a golden and crispy state. Leave to rest on the chopping board for a few minutes. I'll be serving my steak today with some fresh rocket leaves. Okay, the beef's been resting for around 3 to 4 minutes now. So I'm going to trim off the fat and any excess, and then I'm going to cut them into little bite-sized pieces and put them on the plate. Just trim off the fat. And then we're going to cut across the grain. Crispy fat. Have a crispy fat. Here we have the final steak. I must say it smells gorgeous. I can smell the caramelization of the beef. But more so, I can smell the yakiniku sauce, the garlic and ginger, and the grated onion really come through. I can smell that with the sesame. So I'm going to grab one of these slices of beef. So I've cooked it. It's rare to medium rare. You can see the middle there is rare. And this is 30-day dry aged beef. It's a Hereford cow. It's lovely and rare. I'm just going to dip that into the sauce and dig in. Just dip it generously. Itadakimasu. Yeah. Beef is so tender. The more you chew it, the more flavour comes out of the beef. The sauce is quite salty by itself. With the beef it's perfect. The right amount of salt, right amount of sweetness in there from the apple and the sugar. I just love the garlic and the ginger, really comes through. Just grab another piece. So when I slice steak, particularly when I have this dish, I like thick slices. You can really appreciate the texture and the meatiness of the beef. This time I'm going to eat it with some of this fat. It's really crispy. I'm just going to eat it together. It's got the fat, the crispy fat, and the beef there. So much flavour from the beef. Let's dip that in the sauce. So we can rock it with that as well. There you go. Lovely. So this goes perfectly with a bowl of rice. I've already dipped this into the sauce, as you can see. Grab that with some rice. One final bite. I definitely prefer it with the rice. Here we go. Thanks for watching everyone, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and to share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until next time, bye bye. I think on this one I'm gonna eat it with, but in the meantime, today I'm going to introduce you to,